Today's video is dedicated to the white medium with cracking effects. This is a unique medium that creates very unusual effects, but it requires special knowledge to work with it. And in today's video I will explain all the details. The first important thing to know is that we take a canvas, a regular canvas. It must be primed before use, and it must be tight and well stretched, acrylic inks. Here you choose the colors yourself according to your taste. I will choose a sea palette. I take champagne color for sand, baby blue, then deep lake and mocha, and also black and white shades for the work. Now I dilute the inks with water separately in cups. Everywhere I add 3 to 4 times more water than ink. I dilute deep lake with white to get a lighter shade. I prepared to my taste several shades of blue, more muted, darker and lighter. Also mocha with black, and champagne is already ready, diluted with water. Next, I pour the medium. I took this jar on purpose to show you the ratio in which I dilute the medium with water. That is about 10 to 15% water, to increase its flowability, because the medium itself is quite thick. But again, it all depends on the size of the canvas. If you have a large canvas, you can increase the water up to 20 or even 25%. If you have a very small canvas, you don't need to add water at all. If it's medium like mine, then 10 to 15% water is enough. Mix the medium with water thoroughly and pour it onto the canvas. Since my canvas is not very small, I see that I need more medium with water, so I prepare more the same way. And spread it evenly across the canvas with a palette knife or spatula. Here I want to draw your attention to something important. In the center of the canvas, there should be the least medium. Most of it should be spread toward the edges, because the liquid will flow to the center naturally. The center will not stay empty, but if you leave too much medium in the center, it will be a mistake. It will dry for too long and the canvas may start to sag, because water will collect there. Next, on top of the medium, we start pouring acrylic inks, mixed with water, of course. At this stage, you can follow your intuition and pour wherever you like. I try to fill the entire canvas with color spots, and then, when the whole canvas seems filled and the inks have spread, I start working with the palette knife. Maybe I poured a little too much of the brown and sandy shades, more than I would have liked, but later I will show you and explain what to do with that. For now, with the palette knife, I spread the inks into the composition I want. The palette knife is my brush here. This is how I create the composition with it. I make chaotic lines and adjust the spots where I want them to be. At the same time, I try not to mix the colors too much. so that I don't get dirty shades. Each color should stay mostly clean, exactly as I wanted it. After just a few moments, you can already start noticing the effects. First, on the medium, the acrylic inks begin to separate into grains, and they start breaking apart, almost like cracks or splits, a very unusual effect. After a few more minutes, you can still correct it with the palette knife, wherever you feel it's needed. And the effects, in fact, with every moment, with every new minute, will appear sharper and sharper. If you want to remove some part you don't like, for example, in my case I wasn't very happy with too much yellow. It's easy to fix with the spatula. Just remove the paint, add more medium. You can add the medium straight from the jar, without water. It will be thicker so it won't run, and it will sit more precisely. Then, as before, add the ink of the color you need, the one that you already diluted with water. Spread it with the palette knife. Make the transition so that no corrections are visible. I think this method of fixing mistakes is very effective and will be very useful in your work. If something goes wrong, don't worry, you can correct it this way. Just look at the result I'm getting. This is after about 30 minutes. Such an effect appeared already. And the next effect you see in the video is the final dried result. This is what my work looks like in the end. I really like these effects, they are unusual, and I strongly recommend you try playing with them, because it's really interesting. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. There are many more exciting videos ahead. See you soon. Bye.